everyone. Since I don't have my favorite videographer helping me out with my camera tonight because my teenager is doing some homework, I'm here doing my live by myself. So hopefully you'll laugh at some of my bloopers, or just tell me you haven't been able to see anything that I did. So we are going to demonstrate live tonight how to make from raw to ready, and I'm talking raw pantry staples. Things you have in your pantry, things that you have in your freezer. We can make that raw to ready in 20 minutes or less, and we can do this for the entire family. The people that are watching everything that they consume, like I am, calories, etc., and the rest of the family, like the teenagers that need to bulk up and eat, or the husband who's hungry after a long day at work. So because we are really considering the time factors here, we're really talking about how busy we all are and how little time we have, I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking. I'm going to get straight to our demonstration to show you how quickly you can do this and how easy it is to do. So the first thing I want to show you is I'm going to show you a kit that I use that makes this and makes it very easy and quick for my family. I start with this steamer. This amazing steamer. You can do almost virtually anything in it. We're actually going to make our enchiladas tonight in this steamer. But the first step, depending on what you want to put in your enchiladas, because you can put anything you want in there. You can put beans, cheese, chicken, beef, whatever you want to do, depending on what calories you're watching. So the first thing that I did is I took a defrosted chicken breast, which on the program that I'm following for what I eat is virtually 0 points. I put the chicken breast on this little steamer here, sprinkled it with this fajita seasoning from Epicure, both sides, and then plugged it right into the microwave. I just followed the little instructions, 2 minutes in the microwave, and I had my chicken. Then of course I shredded it. So now we're going to get straight to assembling our enchiladas. These are the enchiladas I'm going to do for the bulk of my family. I'm only going to make a small dish. My daughter likes flour tortillas, so I just use regular flour tortillas. You can use corn tortillas if you particularly like them, and you can use virtually any flour tortilla you like. I also, because I'm watching what I eat, I happen to really like these Olay Extreme Wellness Wraps. At least the program that I'm watching, it's only a 1-point wrap. So if I have 2 of these, I've only consumed 2 points in the tortilla. And then, of course, the rest of the points are depending on what you put in there. So I'm going to show you how to do this, how simple this is. I use no-fat refried beans. I like the green chili and lime flavor just because why not get all the extra flavor that you can. And again, on the program that I'm doing, this is 0 points. So you just spread out your refried beans. And then again, you can fill these with anything that you particularly like. I'm going to put chicken in mine because I really want to bulk up my meal and make it nice and filling. I also happen to really like onions. So I'm throwing a few onions in here. Now, I'm going to give you a little tip on onions. I happen to be using sweet onions tonight. Some people like red onions. But if one of the things that you don't like about onions is that it has a little spicy bite to it, did you know you can rinse these off in the colander and get rid of that spicy bite? Something I didn't have to do because I use sweet onions. Anyways, this is so simple. So we take our little steamer. We don't need the steamer basket anymore. And I'm virtually just going to, let me make some room here, I'm virtually just going to roll up my enchilada. That's it. Roll it up. Now I'll make one for my daughter who only likes bean and cheese. So I'm going to put hers with just bean. And because she's a teenager, she can handle the calories. So I'm going to give her a little bit of cheese in there. And again, just rolling it up. I mean, this is it. This is not rocket science. It's just Okay, we like food and we just put it together. It's really quite simple. So I'm going to get the rest of these done. And then I'm going to show you how quick it is to throw the enchilada sauce together and get this puppy into the microwave. I mean, literally, you're home for a matter of minutes and you can have dinner on the table. I mean, this is the extent of it. All right, so I'm, again, putting a little bit of bean in mine just to bulk it up. I like the chicken in mine. A little bit of onion. And rolling it up. Even if you don't roll it beautifully, who cares? And then I'm going to take my last one. Use the rest of my beans up. Throw some cheese in there. And roll this one up. And here's kind of the trick. This is the Epicure seasoning that really makes a difference for you. Epicure is this sort of healthy eating lifestyle. They sell these meal kits, they sell cookware, they sell spices, all different kinds of spices and all different kinds of things. That's very low sodium, gluten-free, very health conscious. And I discovered this recently, which we will talk about. But meanwhile, enchilada seasoning mix. This thing is delicious. And virtually all you do is turn it around and look at the instructions. You just take a cup and a half of water, and because I'm just watching our time, I've already pre-done this for us. Take a cup and a half of water, take a little bit of tomato paste, and don't worry about measuring it out because you need 3 tablespoons. Just eye it out, glop it in there, stir it up, and toss it in your microwave for 2 minutes, and you've got your enchilada sauce done. So I've already done that for us. And now I'm going to pour a little bit of enchilada sauce in the bottom. I'm going to put my enchiladas right on top of that yummy sauce. We don't want to lose any of those good fillings. I'm going to pour the rest of the sauce over the top. Oh gosh, this looks good. And I wish you could smell it. It smells so good. And I'm really hungry. Okay. Now, I'm going to put more cheese on the side where my daughter wants to eat the bean and cheese enchiladas, and quite a bit less on my side because I'm watching my calorie intake. Now you can use low-fat, no-fat cheese. I just didn't happen to have it in the house tonight, so I'm using what I have. And why make this difficult? Use what you have. Now, you put your steamer top back on. You're not going to believe this. I'm going to put this in the microwave for 6 minutes, and your dinner is going to be ready. I'm going to show you in 6 minutes. So I'm going to put it in the microwave. Sorry if you can't see me. All right, so now, while that's cooking in the microwave for 6 minutes, I'm going to show you how to make some really delicious sides that also come with this particular enchilada meal kit. You're not even going to believe how easy this is. You can make salsa on the side by just taking a can of diced tomatoes and a few tablespoons of their poco picante sauce. Now again, I like as much flavor as I can get. I used fire roasted. And because we like this so much, I already had some made in my refrigerator. Now I did toss in a little bit of chopped onion and a little bit of cilantro because I like to bulk everything up with as much veggie as I can. But leave it off if you don't like it. Now I'm also going to show you another side. So I like the salsa because that's very health conscious, but my daughter happens to like guacamole. You're not going to believe how easy it is to make the guacamole. You're virtually going to take 2 avocados, ripe of course, and I'm going to show you a trick on how to make those ripe if they're not ripe in time in another video. You mash it up. Already did that for you. You take your Epicure guacamole dip mix. You put in as much or as little of that as you want. And one thing that's really neat about Epicure, when you read the ingredients that are in here, you can pronounce every ingredient that's in here because it's real food. I used to make a lot of guacamole, just, chop everything up, add all the seasonings, all the various different things, and I can't get over how good this is by just throwing a few tablespoons into some chopped guacamole. So I'm mixing that up. And again, because I happen to like to crunch, I happen to like to bulk everything up, I'm adding some more chopped onions. Again, the sweet onions. And we need a little bit, it's a little bit flat when you're just dealing with avocado, even though the spices are totally yummy. You do want to pop it up with a little citrus flavor. So I'm going to take just a little lime juice. If you don't like lime, you can use lemon, but I honestly think the lime really makes it. So you take your little squeezer, it also comes in your kit. Squeeze that right in. How easy was that? Oh God, again, I wish this was smell-o-vision. I wish you could smell how delicious this smells. And this is going to be so good with a big dollop of this on top of my daughter's enchiladas. I might even take a bite too. I'll count it on my meal plan, but I'll take a bite too because it's just so good. So I want to talk to you a little bit about what we're actually doing here. I really appreciate all of my fans and followers. You know, I started 3 years ago on this weight loss journey. I was very ill in the beginning of 2017, lost a little bit of weight and thought, well, why not continue that? So I ended up taking about 3 years and I lost 70 pounds. I managed to keep it all off until quarantine hit. Now, suddenly I was working from home. My child started high school at home. I'm having to help her with her homework and the various different things that go along with that. And my husband that's home sometimes during the day, just, you know, life gets really, really busy. And as I was staying at home, I like hobbies. I like to keep myself very busy. I went from this very, very busy lifestyle to suddenly coming to this screeching halt. So afternoons would roll around and I'd get back into the kitchen. Not because I was bored of eating or anything like that. I was enjoying cooking. I happen to be a foodie. Doing what I'm doing here, you do not have to be a foodie because everything is so darn simple. But I got back into the kitchen and I started cooking homemade bread, homemade pasta, lasagnas, and virtually anything I wanted to eat. So in the process of my 70-pound weight loss journey, I finally put on an old pair of jeans and discovered I had put 25 of those pounds back on. Okay, time to bring this to a halt and get back to my healthy eating lifestyle. So I'm watching healthy eating videos. I'm posting my own healthy eating videos on Facebook. And again, I really thank my loyal followers that we have almost 6,000 followers on our Facebook. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And it all started with somebody saying, how did you do that recipe? What is the recipe? So I started posting my videos. Anyways, back to quarantine. I've now put on a little bit of weight. I'm back to looking at videos online and trying to figure out what am I going to do to get back to my healthy eating lifestyle. I may have to go back to the office soon, might be getting very busy again. And suddenly I came across what was called an Epicure party. I'd never heard of it before. And apparently it's sort of, I mean, I guess akin to like a Tupperware party. You have a friend who invites you to watch. You get to see a beautiful cooking video, and if you like the spices or the cookware, you turned around and you bought it. And that's how I ended up finding Epicure. And I discovered that I absolutely adore it. I cannot get over how this has virtually changed my life and brought me back to my healthy eating lifestyle. My next video is going to be the choc chili, but there's all sorts of these types of cooking meal kits, all sorts of things, and I'm going to continue to post videos so you can see what I'm doing. I just heard the microwave, so I think our dinner's actually ready. Oh my God, and there you have it. Just so I don't burn myself because it is so hot and ready. Can you see that? I wish you could smell it. That is an enchilada meal that could be as good as restaurant quality out of your microwave in 6 minutes. I'm going to serve that with my little side of guacamole, my little side of salsa, and it's just going to be a healthy to die for meal. So I'm going to eat the healthy side and let my daughter eat the other side. She's a teenager, she can burn it off. So I do want to talk to you a little bit more about Epicure because it has virtually changed my life. It is real food, real fast. They even have a cookbook that's called Raw and Ready in 20 Minutes. Wait till you get a load of that. In this, if you get onto my website, don't worry about whatever details you've missed in this video. I'm going to post the recipe. I'm going to post all the links so you can buy everything that I used here today. And I'm also going to post it on my YouTube video so you can refer back to it whenever you want to. But I really urge you to get onto the Epicure website and see all the meal kits and all the goodies that you can do. It's just unbelievable what we've discovered here. Good Greek, real fast. It's a whole meal kit in and of itself. You can dive in with the entire kit, which includes the cookware, or you can just buy the spices just to try it out. But it's just amazing and wonderful, and I'm using it in the microwave, in my pressure cooker, in my air fryer, and I'm going to show you all of those recipes. So if you have any questions, please post them, and I'll make sure that I respond to all of those questions. And if you already know what Epicure is, or you're a fan of Epicure, or you got into the website and saw all these really great things and you want to dip your toes in, I urge you to contact me to host your own cooking show. You won't have to do the cooking. I'll do the cooking for you. You design the cooking show. You tell me what kind of food you want to be shown. Invite a bunch of your friends, and you're virtually going to get 50% off on anything that you purchase, including other perks, $40 product credits, a variety of different things. So if you let me know within the next 5 days that you're interested in hosting one of my live cooking demos, then I'll make sure you get the extra $40 product credit on top of all the other discounts that you'll get as a host. I really appreciate you guys watching. I really appreciate all the love you guys have given to me in the last 3 years and have grown my audience by so much and have kept me so excited about cooking and getting back to my healthy lifestyle. Thanks everyone. Have a great night.